We didn't believe this could potentially happen until the last moment, until we actually woke up in the morning, hearing the bombing going.
At 5 o'clock, you've called me and to tell that the war began.
On 24th February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine.
Нам прийшлося звідси втікати.
Within hours, a refugee crisis emerged across Europe at a scale not seen in decades.
Thousands and thousands of refugees have entered Moldova in the last 36 hours.
This is the fastest refugee crisis in Europe since World War II.
Millions fled, seeking shelter in safer parts of the country and across borders.
We inform our passengers arriving from Ukraine that a special train departs for Budapest from platform 1. The train is available with accelerated tickets. Thank you for your cooperation.
The initial days were full of uncertainty.
Where are you going?
Not sure for now.
Families were separated.
Dejdából érkeztünk ide, 20 gyerekkel és 4 felnőtt.
The only guarantee for safety was to flee. Within a week, more than 1 million people had fled the country. Since the war began, roughly 8 million refugees have been forced to flee Ukraine, with more than 5 million displaced internally. That is 1/3 of the population of the entire country. Faced with such unprecedented numbers, we had to leverage our network to deliver aid to millions of people affected by the war, and we had to do it fast.
The first relief plane just landed, bringing thermal blankets. People are still exposed to the elements, which, as you can imagine, in this weather conditions, are horrific.
UNHCR was on the ground since day one, working closely with partners and authorities to deliver aid quickly and at scale, ensuring relief items made their way directly into the hands of the people who needed them most. Imagine you lost everything. Your home destroyed. What would you do?
What we're seeing now is a large line of Ukrainian refugees, mainly women and children, who are waiting patiently in line to get onto a bus.
Where would you go?
The bus will take them to a local trade station or town, and from there they'll be given more information about their options for where they may be able to stay.
We just had a kind of so-called first contact from when they arrive at the border. They come in places like this, get rested a bit.
Finding shelter, a safe place, is often the most pressing need during a refugee emergency. In Warsaw, a mother moves into her daughter's studio apartment to escape the war.
Unfortunately, this apartment is for one person. Here is my mother. During the night, we are sleeping on the floor. My mother is lying here.
Having lived through the Second World War, she now finds herself a refugee at the age of 80.
У війну він 40-го року брат помер. Він 40-го, то він я маленька була, може в 43-му, батько на війні ж був. Батька не було. Просто не хотіла, щоб діти мої оце пережили оцю біду. За й голоду, це не щось.
She's safe, it's gone.
UNHCR helped the family with cash assistance. Our cash assistance program proved to be one of the most effective ways of helping Ukrainians, and it was implemented in record time inside Ukraine and across the region.
The program is designed to target the most vulnerable families coming in the country.
Я зараз на 9-му місяці вагітності і мені залишилося 1-2 дні для того, щоб родити.
Cash assistance is really helpful for refugee families because it puts the responsibility of deciding where benefits are most needed in the hands of the refugees themselves.
Цікаві, Потім ну, і для дитинки деякі речі придбала, які необхідні там на перший місяць дитини.
Most refugees fleeing Ukraine are women and children.
When the war happened, we saw that there is no places where to place the women refugee with children. We decided to allocate some rooms from our shelter to the women that are suffering from this.
The risk of exploitation and abuse was and remains a real threat.
Ну, нам повезло, что в первый же день, когда мы прибыли, нас привезли сюда, в этот центр, и нам сразу показали, где мы можем пожить, нам показали условия.
We work closely with partners and authorities on the ground to help keep refugees safe from gender-based violence and trafficking.
Поэтому, в принципе, мы сразу успокоились, что здесь будет безопасно, комфортно, и мы сможем какое-то время побыть в тишине и покое.
We just give them a hug. This is very important that they know that we are here, and she is part of the family from the beginning when she arrives here.
Efforts are now underway inside Ukraine to repair homes damaged by the war.
Да, це так добре, що допомогли, вікна поставили, кришу.
На кришу поставили.
Двері нам зробили. Така допомога.
Допомогли.
Something as simple as a window can make all the difference when temperatures drop below freezing. At times, the magnitude of the destruction and violence can seem overwhelming. But amidst this tragedy, we've seen an outpouring of caring and kindness.
At the point when they are leaving, they usually, most of them come around, oh, thank you so much, we appreciate your help, blah, blah. Yeah. Things like that makes you feel happy. Yeah.
Volunteers and civil society stepped up immediately. They have shown remarkable compassion and generosity throughout the year.
Я хочу сказати величезне дякую всім, хто допомагає Україні. Це дуже гарно.
But inside Ukraine, the war rages on.
9 days ago, on 14th of January, this building behind me was destroyed, killing more than 45 people in their own homes, including 6 children under the rubble. I am left with little to say.
With unspeakable violence occurring on a daily basis, the trauma will last for generations.
Это очень страшно. Вообще, ничего страшнее войны, мне кажется, вообще нет.
No one chooses to become a refugee.
What are your hopes for your future?
It's not hopes, it's plans. I plan to go home as soon as possible.
UNHCR will continue its work, ensuring that refugees are protected, so that when peace returns and when they are ready, they can safely return home.
Звичайно, нікому не бажаєш, щоб була десь війна, щоб був завжди мир.
Первым делом, что я хочу сделать, так это поехать с своими родителями и младшим братом на море, искупаться и забыть о том, что было.
Thank you for standing with people forced to flee and with the communities generously hosting them.